Just settle in and begin to relax, feeling the familiar support beneath you, or maybe simply noticing the way your body rearranges itself to be a little more comfortable, a little more at ease, just for these next few moments. And some people find that as the day carries its own weather, there's a window inside that can open, letting in just enough air to begin to notice calmness gently drifting into this space. And it's perfectly okay to allow your attention to rest softly inside as you listen to these words and also to the quiet between them, finding a rhythm that supports you the best way. As you relax here, listening to my voice and letting your mind wander, you might allow your wandering mind to come to rest on a particular kind of garden, one that only grows at the edge between wild open spaces and a cozy, protected corner, a place where certain flowers lean towards the sun naturally, while others find soft shade and grow in their own time. And as you imagine this garden now, you can allow yourself to settle a little deeper into the feelings of comfort it can bring, and just how your mind, like rich earth, can receive gentle, harmless rainfall, nourishing what belongs to you and letting extra drops roll away unnoticed. The air around you holds just the right mix, peaceful and inviting, as if you're drifting with the scent of new growth, not needing to change anything, simply watching the unfolding that happens when there's no rush. And as you take a gentle breath, your awareness moves further inwards, like the roots that extend where they're needed, naturally, quietly. And you can just imagine somewhere in the softest part of this garden, a single stone that's been set down, maybe by you, maybe by someone else, left there with the best of intentions, or maybe for no real reason at all. And you may have noticed how sometimes people leave things in our gardens, little ideas, stray judgments, or expectations that don't really fit within our soil. And as you rest there within this garden, you can feel the steadiness of your own space, your own warm sun on your back. Maybe you once thought that tending to this stone was your job, carrying it, worrying how it might look to others, whether the pathways and the beds measure up. But right here, right now, with your own steady breathing and a patience growing within, you can realize how the healthiest of gardens are shaped less by the stones others bring, and more by the steady care you give your own chosen plants. And you know, some gardeners spend years trying to arrange their corners to please every passerby, never noticing the wild flowers urging up between the cracks, or the silent joy of their favorite bloom, hidden away from any visitor's eyes. And maybe there's a habit of looking over the fence, looking at other gardens and wondering, what do they think? Is my garden seen in the right way? And that's simply a sign of attentiveness, a heart wanting to connect. And yet, within your own inner garden, you can realize that it's possible to tend to what truly matters to you, setting aside the borrowed stones, returning again and again to your center. And as you gently lift one of those stones within your mind, you might recall how with time, even heavy things become lighter when set aside. And maybe you'll discover that letting go of what others think is much more about honoring what brings you peace, delight, or a quiet sense of purpose. And as you tend to your favorite patch of garden, watering what thrives in your light, pruning what's outgrown, you may find that trusting your own way, the path your hands naturally take, allow your garden to blossom in ways no one but you could predict. And you know, every garden changes with the season, and sometimes neighbors peer over, admiring or questioning, but their words are just passing clouds, shifting and thinning on the breeze. You can listen or not, as you wish, because being a good gardener is not about pleasing every passerby, but about the pleasure you take in noticing your own growth, right where it happens, quietly, every day. And as the roots grow unseen and flowers come and go, some part of you can begin to release what isn't yours, making space for what truly fits and feeds your soul. And you know, all stories find their end. The sun stretches and the breeze stills. And when you're ready, you can allow your attention to move back from this garden, feeling again the safety of where you sit, the gentle return of the sounds around you, the soft touch of the air on your skin. You can begin to move your fingers and toes, reminding yourself that all you've gathered today stays with you in just the way it's needed. And you can allow your breathing to deepen and your eyes to open whenever you wish, carrying forward a refreshed sense of lightness, perhaps even some quiet joy into the rest of your day. And you might notice in the days ahead that your attention settles more quickly on what nurtures you rather than what others may expect. There's a gentle, growing strength that allows you to let worries about others fade, finding more ease, freedom, and self-kindness wherever you go. Thank you for joining me today on this journey. You've done something good for yourself today. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.